of the things about my job is I get to see you when I read that. And I get to see the look on your faces as it's read. And the power that the story has. It's powerful. It's profound. And I don't want to ruin the mood, but it reminds me a bit of a persimmon. And let me tell you what I mean. I went for a hike with my wife down in Roswell, down in Vickery Creek. You know where that is. We were just walking around, and I found a fruit tree with some kind of fruit on it. And I thought, I wonder what this fruit is. So I grabbed a couple. My wife, of course, thought I was nuts because she figured it was something that was going to be poisonous and kill me. But I went home and looked it up on the internet, and since you can believe everything you read on the internet, I discovered that it was a persimmon. And I kept reading, in every description of this persimmon, that it has this flavor at the end that you can't really describe. Now, being me, and not being entirely sensible, that made me want to try it. So, I peeled that persimmon, and I popped it in my mouth. And it was sweet and juicy. And then something weird happened. If you've had a persimmon, you know what I mean. My mouth got dry. And then my mouth got like I had cotton in it. And then my mouth felt like it was shrinking and numb. And I was like, what is this? Well, that's a persimmon. And I gave it to my kids, and I watched the look on their face. And I watched the look on their face. It was kind of fun. I got to see the look on their faces, just like I got to see the look on your face. And I can tell you what a persimmon tastes like. But unless you've had it, you don't know. And I can read that story for you, and I can read it myself. But unless we were there, we don't know. But we can get closer. I read this story, and as you're reading it, and as you're hearing it, or looking around, and the place looks nice. The place looks good. These are beautiful. These are amazing. Got all the poems here. It's a nice banner. It looks different. We're reading the story of the Last Supper, and it's almost noon. We're telling the story of Good Friday in this place, which is beautiful. We can do that, and it's powerful. But I want you to imagine how much more powerful it will be on Thursday when we read the story of the Last Supper. And it's night, and it's dinner time. And we start taking things one at a time. We take them out. We remove all this stuff that you see that makes it beautiful. And just as Jesus' life was stripped away one piece at a time, we take out the pieces of this room one at a time. And I want you to imagine what it'll be like on Friday when the sun is setting and it's getting dark out and this place is naked, as Jesus was naked. And one by one, we put the candles out, reading the story, putting out one at a time, just as his life was put out. And then it's dark, just as it was dark for him. And we come back then on Easter Sunday, and it's all back, and it's all white, and it's beautiful, and we've got lilies, and we've got the organ playing, and it's magic. And it happens. And we experience Easter. See, I can tell you all kinds of stuff about Palm Sunday and Maundy Thursday and Good Friday and Easter, but I got to be honest with you. I'm not that good a preacher. I'm not. There's nothing that I can say that will compare to just coming and experiencing it. So come. Come this week and live it. It's one thing to hear a story. It's another thing to live it and make it your story. And Easter is our story. It's my story. It's your story. Jesus did this for you and me. This is just the beginning of Easter week. Come, taste, and see. Amen.
Amen.